Welcome to the Meditation War Gamers, and oh my goodness, oh that game, I'm a little dead inside, my friend.
Yeah, something happened there.
Oh, like what was it? I don't think my dice really started showing up until what, like 4 turns in, something
Yeah,
like that. So okay, so here was the idea behind my team here. I had Django and I had Barris, one to push, one to pull.
Yep.
Right? Awesome.
Both great models.
I had lots of decent mobility. I had 4 speeds. I had a jetpack. I had defensive maneuvers. I had Vader's Fury. Lots of great stuff. But man, I could not convert any of my attacks into anything worthwhile.
No, nothing like. I mean, going to show for it, one of the first attacks of the game was into the commandos, and they healed all of the damage you did to them.
Like how much damage total did I deal to you? I see.
So you did a total of 5 to the commandos that I wasn't able to heal.
I did 9 to Kenobi because you didn't put the 2 on there, so 9 to Kenobi, and I did a total of 5 to the commandos. So I did 14 damage this game.
Yep, 16 if you take away from protection. Actually, 17.
No, but protection it reduces damage, right? Meanwhile, Vader took 12, Barris took 10. I took a lot of damage. Like it just, my attacks just weren't really doing much, and missing the Django holding this active thing really early on really kind of sucked because I mean that could have been a turn where Django goes up
and actually
pulls somebody off and takes the point.
Yep.
So that was a bad misplay on my part.
Yeah, it was an unfortunate one that we didn't catch until a couple turns later.
Vader not really getting to do much of anything.
That turn Maul went into him felt really good for Maul.
Oh, all of your attacks this game did work.
Which wasn't many of them because it was just Vader and Barris that I punched this game, and I punched both of them a total of twice. But
I mean, you did what you needed to do. Like it was. Yep. It was rough. So yeah, let's talk Kenobi into clones here for a moment, because I think that is something that actually did a lot of work for you. Like you had hunker, and clones are very dependent on shooting things.
Well, there was that turn you put a bunch of shots into Kenobi, and I think you ended it with 3 damage, not from damage you got on your tree, but because I had a strain token and I chose to do a reactive ability.
Yeah. And you did 3. Oh, that's right. You did 3 damage to my commandos as well from that.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah, you did 3 damage.
I will also say the clone commandos coordinated fire did a lot for me this game. It actually got me like 2 or 3 damage in there.
They did.
Was good.
They did. I'm actually really hoping that anyone watching this really sounds off below, because I tell me what I'm doing wrong, man, because there is something I am not grokking with this game.
And we were discussing before we started rolling for the meditations here that like I couldn't tell you what it is. Like this game was this particular game was a bit of a one-sided roll, and I don't know what you're doing wrong.
It was like I don't know, like I feel like I had good pieces except for the 501st. Oh, the 501st and the commandos just felt
they
bad.
had a useless turn, as most 501st turns go.
I hate the 501st. I hate that right now, and until we get the ARF troopers and pawns, I hate that the 501st is basically like a Vader tax.
They're kind of necessary.
I should try running them with the Mango Guard.
I've thought about it because, I mean, again, just because they're so bad, but the Magna Guard also don't really do anything outside of Separatists.
They don't, but I mean, at least the Magna Guard feel better than the 501st. I don't know. I am so down on the 501st. Like, I feel like my clone commandos, aside from failing to do, I should have gone into the 212.
I think, I think going into the 212 there would have been a better call.
I had this fever dream of wounding Kenobi and just making all his stuff more expensive.
Yeah,
I was feeling really good when Django's like, yeah, I can make it all the way over here. Awesome. And just, it didn't really matter.
Yeah, no, like it was a good thing that happened a little too late.
Yeah.
The rest of the board, like this point up here was already so heavily in my kind of control there. I had so many bodies ready to be up there.
And Rex being able to get up there himself.
And there was just no way you were taking this from me. No. Like without dedicating at least a full turn of just movement.
But I didn't even have the force.
And you were out of force because I think that was one thing I was very glad I was able to do early game, because I forced Barris to use so much force in that one turn. Because you almost got away with not pushing there, but Kenobi's freaking, I'm going to walk back onto the point. I don't care that you shoved me.
Yeah, that is...
Forcing you to spend that 2 force is really what crippled you for the rest of this game.
It hurt. It hurt. I don't think it was what cost me the game, to be honest.
I think it influenced the struggle. Yeah. Maybe not the entire game.
I think a big thing that really happened to me, though, is just the order that my deck got pulled as well.
Yes, there was some unfortunate pulls.
Like back-to-back clones always feels bad, right? And then Vader, when he came up when he did, it's like, yay. I don't know. Like
Vader having a dead turn sucked.
yeah, not having the order deck manipulation of a Kenobi or a Luminera or a Kalani or something like that really did kind of hurt in this instance.
Yep.
And I've tried playing games with. Okay, so I think this is like the second game I played where I didn't have a tactical ability. It sucks not having a tactical
Do you
ability.
not even have one? Oh my god!
I don't have a
you
single
don't
one.
even have
Yep.
one.
And that's definitely a big flaw of this particular strike team. There's no tactical ability, and not having that out of sequence movement really kind of hurts.
Yeah, I mean,
right?
I'm going to stand by what I've said in the past. I think tactical abilities are the strongest abilities in this game.
They are definitely up there. They get the whole team rolling, right?
And it's why like Rex was an auto include when I decided I was playing clones. And Ahsoka, even though she's only benefiting Obi-Wan in this list, was still basically like I looked at her and I looked at Cody and I was like, okay, Ahsoka's so good.
Oh yeah. Ahsoka is a really solid secondary. I have no complaints about her whatsoever.
If you have any Jedi or Galactic Republic primary, she feels great.
Yeah. But I mean, this game went what? Let's see, 8 turns on your part, 7 on mine. Because there's 6 characters
Plus
or
the
6 units
Shatterpoint.
plus the Shatterpoints of 7, and then you pulled Kenobi.
Yep.
So that's how quick this game went.
Yeah.
So this actually kind of plays into a concern of my game. I think this game kind of snowballs kind of hard.
Unfortunately, I think you're right. It doesn't have like the power mechanic of MCP to kind of let you pull back. Like if when your own models got dazed or wounded, rather, if you like gained force back or something, even to kind of mitigate it, that would be an interesting way to have that play out. But as is right now, the only comeback mechanic is being able to pick the layout for the next scenario, and that's not always enough.
It's not much of a comeback mechanic at the moment because I pulled the scenario. I'm like, all right, well, I can give you 2 right off the hop, or I can, I don't know, like I would have controlled 1 and you would have controlled 2, and that's not good for me either.
No, like either setup was not going to be great for you. I don't think either of them would have been the wrong choice, but like they weren't the right. There was no right choice.
There wasn't, and it's one of my core concerns with the game as it stands right now. We know it's very likely to get better as things go, but like it felt like this particular game, especially, it felt like it kind of snowballed hard on me.
It definitely did. I mean, going into that second struggle, which again didn't last very long. I already had so much control up on this top point. I had a good number of bodies in the middle where we were all scrummed out. So like because I was winning those scrums already, because I had Barris down, because I put all this damage into Vader at the end of the previous struggle, I was in a very good position to just keep that momentum going.
Oh yeah, no, for sure, and you capitalized on that momentum, no question about it, right?
I'm even just thinking if you had the ability when we flip to the next struggle to pick any 3 points on the map and make them the
that's too powerful, I think.
Well, but in this case, I genuinely don't think it would have actually been that powerful. I think I had enough of a snowball.
Yeah, like it was really tough for me to come back, especially there's a bunch of factors that played into it, like the order of the deck that was coming in, burning as much force as I did as early as I did. I really want to like Barris, but I think she's not really working for me.
She's got really good abilities, but she is very force hungry.
Yeah.
Like she wants to spend 3 force on most of her turns.
Yeah, she's very. And here's the thing: like, if I don't know, I don't want to keep harping on the fact that I spend that force because it's something that happens from time to time.
Yeah.
But it's my inability to put damage onto you, and as a result, not put conditions onto you at the same time, right?
Yeah.
Like that really hurt. The lack of the tactical abilities. Like it's just, whew, it was rough. I think a lot of my defense dice didn't really show up either. I think
dice in general were not great for you this game.
No, but that is a dice game just in general, right? Like that's going to happen there. I can't imagine, like things probably would have been very different if I hadn't been done with Django over here.
It might have been a different game, yeah.
Because like Django could have gotten up here, and then all of a sudden he's also in a great position for not so fast going forward.
True.
And could have done a bunch of other things there. So that was a definite bad misplay on my part, which is really unfortunate. 501st, man.
Yeah.
I'm going to put this loss on the 501st. Stupid 501st.
They're a problem. They're a little bit too bad. And with the new ones coming out that are just better for the same point value, it's a little concerning.
Yeah, no, it's really rough. But yeah, so I think that's it. I don't think there's really much more we can really say on this one. It's just going to be beleaguering the same point. So yeah, that is a win in the books for you there, Jason. So congrats on that one.
Thank you.
Yeah, for everyone watching, hopefully you guys had a fun time. Definitely sound off below. Teach me how to play this game. And we will see you next time. Happy wargaming, guys.